This is Dumbline, the podcast of dumb crimes and even dumber criminals.
This one's going to be good. Dumbline podcast. I'm going to keep on listening to the Dumbline podcast. Dumbline podcast. That's for all you youngins out there.
That was
Everyone's
good.
favorite chaperone.
She's great. That was good, man.
Yeah, thanks. My name is Greg. This is Dumbline, episode 79. 79. I'm joined by my golfing buddy, Jason.
Hello, everybody.
And our rager of radiatory, Maria.
Hey, dummies.
It's actually, it's spelled radiator with an I, radiatory? Radiate. Are you a radiator guy or a radiator guy or a woman?
Radiator.
Radiator.
I like the radiator.
Yeah.
Radiator. Radiator. Yeah, radiator.
Get the radiator.
Yeah.
Ooh, don't touch the radiator. It's hot.
Yeah, radiator.
Yeah.
Radiator sounds Midwestern.
It's no secret that parents and children irritate me often. And I get that parents need to travel with their kids and that can suck. I had a hotel room last night with those connector doors between the two rooms.
Oh,
they
no.
suck.
Oh, no.
They're too thin and loud if there's a random stranger at 3 a.m. at a casino that gets home over there.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah.
And the lock is pretty flimsy. And like you just open up, you're like, holy shit, this other person, they open up their door at the same time we are, face to face.
Yeah, just good to go.
Yeah. There's got to be a warning or something on these hotels.
Is there?
So I can opt out of these family-ready sharing rooms.
Were there kids on the other side?
No. No.
Yeah.
They came home at like 3. I mean, I got home at like 3 a.m.
Yeah.
back then. They got in at like 3:15 and sounded like they were trying to get through our door, which was really creepy.
Oh.
Yeah. So it wasn't a great sleep.
Oh.
There's got to be a warning. Hey, you're going to have a paper-thin, odd-looking door with a really janky lock on it between you and total strangers.
Speaking of not getting good sleep, we didn't sleep well either last night because we're watching Sinners. Great movie.
Oh, yeah.
You can cut this if you want to, too. We're watching Sinners, and I keep hearing this like noise up by our front door, like this flittering, and I'm like, and I keep pausing it, and Jen's like, my partner's like, stop. She's like, stop it. We're right at like the best part of the movie. Keep playing it. I'm like, there's something going on. So it's going. All of a sudden, we see this giant like moth come like flying up by our door and into like our bedroom area.
Oh yeah.
And then we couldn't find it. We couldn't find it, and we're not sleeping up there, so we like slept downstairs
What's
on the couch.
fear?
I was scared it was going to fly in my mouth. Like I don't want to wake
You
up with that thing in my mouth.
sleeper?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I sleep. Yeah, or I can't do that. And my partner is afraid of the waking up to it like buzzing by her ear.
Yeah.
Like that fly buzz.
Mm-hmm.
So we slept downstairs last night out of fear of this giant moth. We still can't find it.
I don't know what their life cycle is like. Is
Oh,
it very
no
long?
idea. This
I
thing,
have
it
no
was
idea.
so slow and so big, and we just watched it. We were like, oh, shit, there it is. And we ran up, and we couldn't find it.
Just throw some paper towels in your ears and cover your mouth. Wear a mask. You have masks still from the
wear a
pandemic.
mask,
Wear a mask. I've had the moth stuck in the ear. I've told you.
Oh, I
before.
know. That
you don't want a
story's
moth
crazy.
stuck in your ear.
No.
All right. Let's get down to business. Give the people what they want. But first, here's a hilarious headline from Maria, right? Am I right?
Oh, yes.
Extra, extra, read all about it. Extra, extra, read all about it.
This week's headline is from KATU, Vancouver, Washington, March 29th, 2024. Man throws debris precariously perches on wires before falling on fire truck in Vancouver.
What? He was standing on the
He was
wire?
hanging on a wire, throwing stuff at the cops who were chasing him.
Hanging on a wire.
That's bizarre.
Ramondo E. Stanley tried to punch the owner of a cell phone while trying to steal it, and tried to steal a bike and power tools before climbing up a telephone pole and throwing bricks, glass, and other stuff at the police while he hanging there. I think he was up there for 45
Does
minutes.
he have all this stuff on him while he's hanging from a wire?
He must have been near a roof. I don't know.
Just
Bricks, I
whipping
mean.
bricks from the top of
Yeah.
the telephone pole. That's tough.
He's got like a Batman utility knife just full of stuff to throw at the police below.
His utility belt has like a brick and a bottle.
Yeah. Yeah. Pair of shoes.
Surprised they didn't shoot him.
Hey, it was his. Is that a middle initial or is his last name E. Stanley?
No, that's his middle initial.
How would they use these middle initials?
Some people like it.
Why do they do that, Maria?
They do it in order to differentiate people. So, serial killers, you always know, like, they have 3 names usually. They always know their middle name. They do it to differentiate that person from other people with the same name.
That makes sense. I guess.
Scary
Yeah.
Heidnick's middle name.
Well, I think there's only one of
That's
him.
just a weird name.
Yeah.
Heidnick.
Ted Bundy. There's only one of him.
Yeah. So he eventually fell onto a fire truck after hanging onto the wire and surrendered.
He didn't.
Did they
get
have it under him
electrocuted?
on purpose
Like-
so he could fall into the fire truck?
I don't know. That might be it. And they might have pulled the truck underneath and gotten out one of those big, trampoline things they use.
Yeah.
The old rainbow parachute.
Yeah.
You jump in.
Yeah.
He was charged with robbery, theft, and malicious mischief.
All right.
No, he didn't get assault on like a police officer or anything. Hurling bricks at him. Surprise.
Dangling from wires seems like vandalism of public utilities.
They were probably
Dangling
just
from
like,
wires
this
is-
guy, like, he's going to fall anyway. Let's just
You know what really bugs me about that story is Vancouver, Washington. And it's so close. What is up with the Vancouver, Washington, Vancouver, British Columbia?
I have no
And then you have the St. Louis, Missouri, and the St. Louis, Kansas, and they're really close
Yeah.
to each other.
Mm-hmm.
You also have, Kansas City. I think there's 2 Kansas Cities too.
Oh, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Not St. Louis.
Yeah,
Kansas.
Kansas City.
Yeah,
Kansas
there's-
City, Missouri, and Kansas City, Kansas.
Yeah.
Super close to each other.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's the point of this?
I don't know.
Very confusing.
I don't get it.
Flittering's an interesting word too. You used that earlier. I was like, flittering. I don't know if I ever
Yeah.
used. Did you know? We know what he meant, but is that a real word?
I don't know. I mean, I'm sure it is.
Flittering is
Yeah.
a sound effect word.
Yeah, like
Flickering, like this light behind us
flittering.
tonight.
Yeah, that light is flickering.
Oh, it is?
Flittering. I don't know. It
Flittering.
might be a sound effect. I
This
don't
might
know.
be a Jason creation here.
You guys knew what I meant, though, right?
of
Yeah.
course.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, yeah, we can figure out context. and your like hand motions helped us clarify it too. Yeah, flittering. There's fluttering. I can't
Oh.
find a flittering.
That's probably what I meant. Fluttering.
All right.
Prevalent.
Yeah. All right. Now it's time for what the people want. Maria, do you have a wacky story for us, please?
I do.
Excellent.
This is what happens when 2 dummies just cannot let it go. The main source for the story is an article in the 1992 November issue of Texas Monthly by Skip Hollandsworth.
Texas.
It's titled The Almost Great Bank Robbery. All sources are available in our show notes.
Skip Hollandsworth, did you say?
Yes.
That's a good, strong Texas name.
Oh, yeah.
Skip Hollandsworth down in Texas.
He's a legendary crime writer. He's really great.
Okay. Go Skip.
Yeah.
On the morning of September 21st, 1991, at the Texas Commerce Motor Bank in San Antonio, 19-year-old Lisa Silvas and 21-year-old Kelly McGinnis arrived for work and opened the bank. They're the only 2 employees working that day, a Saturday, and because the bank is drive-through only, I guess the executives of the bank think they don't need any other security. So there's no security in the
when
bank.
So I'm confused.
so when I used to work, I worked at a bank my like senior year of high school. On weekends, that's what we did. We would let ourselves in. It was only drive-through, and nobody would let us in or out. Like, we unlocked ourselves, and we were the only security there. We had to lock ourselves into the drive-through. Like, we couldn't let anybody in. Like, once we were in there, we were in there, and then we would have to unlock to let ourselves out. But it was so sketchy. I mean, every time we pulled up, we were like 18.
Yeah.
17, like 18, 19-year-old kids, 20-year-old. Like, we're like, we're going to get robbed at some point. But,
Yeah.
I mean, we didn't. But it would be very easy.
Yeah, I would think so. I thought Motorbank. I don't know why I thought it was like a place like nice cars. Like, I did not think it was a place. Why would they call a regular bank a motor bank?
I don't know. It's Texas.
Like a drive-through bank? That's what we're talking about?
Yeah, it's a drive-through bank.
Is that what they call it down there? A
I
motor
guess.
bank?
Yeah,
It's at least the Texas Commerce Motor Bank is called that.
Oh, I wonder if that's like the Mac machine up here.
Texas Commerce Motor Club.
Could
You
be.
know?
Who knows?
The motor bank.
The motor bank.
So when they open the doors of the bank, a man slips in behind them and holds them up at gunpoint.
That was our biggest
Yeah, of
fear.
course. I mean-
Like they're just going to push us in. Like
Yeah.
we're going to open the door, somebody's going to come around the corner, they're going to push us in and lock the door, and we're going to be screwed. That was like our. We were scared to death doing that shit.
Yeah, I would be too.
And we were in like, I mean, we were in. It wasn't a bad place, but Jesus.
He tells them to cut the alarm, which will be automatically triggered after 45 seconds. The intruder says he has a police scanner, and he points to his pants. He has a police
hey,
scanner.
hey, buddy.
Hey, is that a police scanner? Or are you just happy to see me?
A divining rod or a divining rod, what do they call them? Hey, buddy.
So he'll know if any secret alarms notify police. His voice sounds as if he's trying to disguise it.
It's interesting, too, because I guess he's implying that this thing is so silent that you will not hear it go off, but I will hear. I will be notified if the call comes through.
It's in my
The
pants.
scanner's in my pants, and I will know if you call or they're notified.
Don't make me pull my scanner out of my pants.
Yeah, it's like, how are you going to hear it, bro? You're not wearing headphones.
Yeah.
It's in your pants. Let's hear it. Turn it on.
Yeah, that's what he said. Turn it on. You know what? Turn your scanner on. Go for it.
Yeah.
Does he have a gun?
Yes.
Okay.
The man binds Kelly's wrists with plastic handcuffs while Lisa is instructed to open the vault.
Like toy handcuffs?
No, just plastic ones that they would use in a large crowd. Like if they were
Oh, like
making-
zip ties?
Like those zip tie guys.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought.
Yeah, those cowboy Indians
Yeah,
or
I
the
thought
police handcuffs you get as
the
a
ones
kid.
that you get at like the
Yeah,
pharmacy.
I snapped them when I was like 9.
It's like the pharmacy handcuffs.
Yes.
When Kelly can't remember the combination for her teller drawer,
Like, what is this guy doing? He's got a fake
Oh, like
scanner
a
that's the
fake-
size of a
no scanner,
size of a
plastic.
cigarette box in his pocket. He says a scanner. He's got this
Got
these
plastic handcuffs. He just went to the Wildwood Rite Aid on his way to the
He's
robbery.
like, badge
It's
number
like,
1,
yeah.
2, 3, 4.
It's like, yeah. It's like the shabbiest toy aisle in like the pharmacy.
Dollar General.
so when Kelly can't remember the combination for her teller drawer, he presses his gun against her head and says, "I'm going to blow your fucking head off."
Because that'll help. That'll
Yeah,
usually
If
makes
someone's
it click
nervous,
immediately. Yeah,
that'll
usually
calm you right down.
calms you right down. Surprised he didn't put the gun in her mouth because
Right.
that would have really helped her.
Right. Maybe he just shot a toe off. You probably would have really got to it. then.
Something.
Lisa fills the man's trash bags with money. Before he leaves, he rips the phone from the wall. Then he asks how to exit the building, and Kelly gives him directions. Like,
This guy.
So you're gonna want to make a left
Suddenly-
onto Route 73. You got to get out of here.
Suddenly got a pin to tail the donkey kit next to the handcuffs. He's got himself blindfolded and spinning himself. How do I get out of here?
At this point, you just got to take this guy down. He seems
Right.
horrible. Like he
Yes.
doesn't know where he's going. He's asking for directions.
Yeah.
He's using Rite Aid handcuffs.
the robbery lasts less than 5 minutes. His total haul is $250,000.
Wow. What?
Whoa.
Opening a bank with $250K?
Whoa. That, I mean, he should have not
That-
put that gun next to that girl. He got away with $250,000. He should have been so nice to those girls.
That's the largest bank heist I may have
Yeah.
ever heard.
That's
They usually
huge.
get like 20 grand or
Yeah.
something. $250,000.
Yeah.
I think one of the ones, oh no, that was the security truck. That was like Brink
Yeah.
Security.
Yeah, this is like an actual.
Yeah,
$250,000.
Wow.
These two kids are opening up this bank with that much money available to them?
apparently.
Yeah.
Jesus.
That's crazy. We didn't
How about a
have
Friday afternoon drop off? Someone go put the money somewhere.
Yeah.
we didn't have like that. At least they didn't have us with that. Like we couldn't access like the main vaults and stuff like
Yeah.
that. We only had like our change drawers and stuff.
Did you ever have anywhere near access to $250K?
Oh yeah, dude.
Yeah?
You would get shipments come in. There used to be like millions of dollars would come in.
No, I mean if you two open up that store
Oh
in the morning.
no,
Right.
nothing that large.
Yeah,
No, but
that's
when
what
like
it's
the
like.
money shipments would come in, and they
Yeah.
had to like count it. It was just like these clear plastic bags.
Yeah.
I was man. This guy's like somebody's got to rob this place. Just
So at the time, it's the biggest bank robbery in San Antonio history.
it's got to be
I think
high
that's
up on.
pretty- I would think
on
that
Texas.
expands a pretty wide region from San Antonio, pretty much the
I
county. I
wonder
would
if
hope.
that's top 10 Texas.
I don't know.
It's got to be big. 250,000 is a lot of money.
Yeah.
I know, everything's bigger in Texas, so I don't know. Maybe
It
bank robberies are all
is.
bigger. They do it big down there, I
They
hear.
do.
So after calling 911 and their boss, Kelly and Lisa call their boyfriends. Though Kelly's boyfriend rushes to the scene, Lisa's fiance, Jack Neely, is an officer with the San Antonio Police Department. He worked the night shift and doesn't make it to the bank until noon that day. 28-year-old Jack is an ex-Marine decorated many times over and was president of his police academy class.
He's 20?
28.
Oh. Dating a 19-year-old?
Yeah.
Yikes.
Yeah.
I mean, it happens, but...
When he arrives that day, a bank employee asks him if he'd like to pick up some extra hours working security for the bank, and Jack agrees. So now they're like, okay, now we need security. As investigators...
Wait, he didn't get there. He couldn't get off his job. They're like, oh, my girlfriend just
He
got
was
held up at
sleeping.
gunpoint.
He was sleeping. He returned her phone call around 10 a.m., and he kind of strolled up at noon.
Yeah, this guy, I don't know. What's his name?
Jack.
Jack Neely.
Jack. I don't
Jack
trust. I don't trust
Neely?
Jack.
Yeah, Nealy.
I don't trust him.
As investigators begin piecing together what happened, Lisa is asked to describe their attacker. She says that he's 5'8" and weighs 170 pounds. She jokes to Jack that he matches the description.
Oh boy.
But Lisa says the suspect's voice, quote, sounded black. Texas in the 90s, man.
Oh, please tell me he's not doing some kind of crazy accent.
Oh, you have. I mean, I think the writing's on the wall here. Oh my God.
Investigators also observe
So
that...
he's a racist bank robber.
Yes.
Sweet, even better.
Investigators also observe that it's as if the thief knew the layout of the bank. He went directly to the vault without looking around. He didn't urge Kelly and Lisa to try to open the night deposit safe that was restricted to them on Saturdays. The bank didn't use exploding die packs, so the only evidence they're hoping for is finding the bills with serial numbers that were planted in the girls' drawers in order to try to catch someone if they tried to rob the bank.
But he couldn't know. Didn't know his way out.
He did. Maybe he's just covering
He's
his
familiar with the
track.
bank, but
Maybe he's covering his track
yeah.
now. He's like, oh man, I got to act like I don't know what's going on. How do
all
I
right.
get out of here?
All right.
In the
Okay.
in the most racist voice possible.
Yes.
Why didn't he go like super like Texas accent? You could probably go real crazy with
Yeah,
that.
that's true.
Right.
That's true.
Because he's a racist.
Yeah,
Obviously.
that's true. That's true.
I mean, when that comes into play, you're thinking like a non-racist. You have to put your feet in his shoes, unfortunately.
And here comes the dumb. FBI agents realize that to enter the bank's parking garage, an access card is needed. When they check the log that morning to see if anyone used the garage entry, Lisa's card shows up. But according to Lisa and others, she didn't park in the garage that morning.
Oh God.
Where would she be parking that morning?
She parked closer to the door. So, besides, Lisa says she'd lost her garage card weeks before the robbery. The plastic handcuffs used on Kelly are also used by the San Antonio Police Department.
Wow, you think they'd have better quality control in these
Yeah,
Rite Aid or CVS?
Well, I
handcuffs?
wonder if they, it is Texas and funding's a little weird there. I wonder if you have to buy your own. And he just like cheaped out
Yeah.
and got those kind.
So they're pretty sure Jack and maybe Lisa did it. And now Jack will know what investigators are up to because he's now bank security. They hired
those
him.
Those are not sound effects. Those are real. Those are real sirens.
Sirens.
Those are real sirens. Those are not sound effects.
When Kelly's asked if she thinks Jack or Lisa are involved, she adamantly denies it. The cops try to pressure Lisa into talking, but she sobs through her interview and doesn't crack. When they talk to Jack, he tells them to prove it. And since there isn't enough evidence to hold either of them, they have to be released.
Does he go back to work?
Yep.
Oh, gee, this guy's like, prove it. Prove it.
Yeah.
Prove it. I'm going back to work.
I gotta
As
go punch in at the police department.
I gotta, yeah.
Wait, did they
I'm
fire
late for my
fire
shift.
him from bank security, or is he continuing to work there as bank security?
I think probably the FBI advised the bank to take him off. So then these two dum-dums start telling everyone they're going to Florida, but take a trip to the Cayman Islands instead, where you can like hide money and stuff.
Lisa and Jack do? Yeah. Nice.
Oh, so Lisa seems she's in
Lisa?
on it.
Colt Jam?
Lisa, she's in on it.
Yep.
Oh boy.
On the day they're scheduled to leave, Lisa can't find Jack, so she goes to his co-workers on the force to track him down. Now, what if he had taken off? Like,
Oh man, he should have. That would have been even better.
When they find him, he's covered in dirt and sweat. He explains that he had to, quote, work off a debt at his mother's house before they leave.
What? Is he losing gambling money
Dirt
to his mom? He's working off a debt with his mom?
Dirt and sweat.
Yeah.
That sounds like he's digging a hole in a desert somewhere.
I know some pretty degenerate gamblers. I mean, I don't know anyone who's in the hole with their mom.
That makes him like dig holes in
Paying
the
off a debt
back.
with his mom. Digging holes?
Digging holes in the back, I guess. I don't know. It's dirt and sweat. What else are you
they're
doing?
reenacting like Cool Hand Luke, where they just keep making them dig holes.
Yeah, that's a great movie.
That's such a good movie. So, of course, FBI agents want to visit Jack's mother, Victoria, in Bandera County, which is 72 miles northeast of San Diego.
She gets pinched for bookmaking.
Racketeering.
Yeah, she's a loan shark. Got a cigar.
They explain that they know Jack has hidden money on her property. They don't know that, but they think she'll be scared and fess up that he was there.
You got nothing on me, coppers. She runs out the back
You
door.
got nothing.
She's like Ma Barker.
I just like
Yeah.
digging holes.
She denies that Jack has buried anything, but her husband, named Bill Murray,
Sweet.
calls them 3 days later to tell them he's found a bag buried on the property. Yeah, Bill Murray. I had to read it like 3 times. Like, this guy's reading real good. Anyway.
So hold on. The cops couldn't find a freshly dug and packed
I guess
hole.
They
on the
couldn't search because they didn't have
Yeah, they didn't
just cause
they
for
didn't
a
have
search
search
I
warrant.
got you.
Yeah, they were just
Fair enough,
she was
yes.
just like,
Sorry.
nah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that Dad's like, yeah, I found it. I found it. It's 10,000 later, but I found it.
Yeah.
In total, the bag contains $147,779 and $4,000 worth are marked with the words Mexico money. And here comes more dumb. Dumb. The Mexico money is the stack of bills with serial numbers from Kelly's and Lisa's teller drawers, the ones that are marked to catch a thief. And here's perhaps the dumbest thing of all. The bag doesn't only hold bills with serial numbers, it also holds Lisa's Flower Bluff High School keychain and decorative stars she kept as mementos from her prom.
What?
And her fingerprints
Why
are
were
all
they
over
in
them.
there? What
Nobody
the
has
hell's going
any
on?
idea.
So wait, why were the cereal bills marked Mexico?
Because they were going to use that in Mexico since they had serial numbers on it. They're like, we'll just
Oh,
hide
she was
this.
she was aware of what bills were marked.
Yeah, because you usually get like you would have like a dummy stack, and you would
okay.
always have those numbers written down.
Okay, gotcha.
That's funny, Mexico.
Oh, it's smart.
But then, honey, put my prom stars, put my prom stars and my
My keychain
my
from high school.
keychain from high school in the money. And please, can you do that? I just want to keep it
Here, let me
safe.
handle these a little bit before
Yeah.
you put the thing.
Just bury it. It's gonna be like
let
a time capsule.
Yeah, let me touch it a little bit. How about I spit on it and we'll leave some DNA? There was also a used condom in there from both of them.
And a chewed piece of gum.
Yeah, yeah. Q-tips.
Floppy.
Dirt,
There's
yeah.
a floppy disk with the actual heist on it. Video.
So Jack is arrested for armed robbery on October 15th, 1991, and Lisa is charged with aiding and abetting a robbery on November 6th. Jack is sentenced to 15 years and 1 month. Why the 1 month? I don't know.
Did they find the rest of the money?
They've never found $90,000.
Wow, okay.
And Lisa is sentenced to 12 years. She cries at her sentencing, saying, I feel as if I'm drowning. I'm going down for the 3rd time, and I implore you to help me. What is this, like 1920
What is it?
Chicago? Don't let me die, Judge. Don't let me die.
Don't let her
She's been
die.
arrested twice before?
She said, I'm going down for the 3rd time.
I don't know what that means.
I don't know what that means either. I don't know if, like, she
Should have
was
hired.
in on the robbery, she got caught for the robbery, and now she's being sentenced for it.
She should have hired Richard Gere to be her lawyer, like
Yeah.
like in Chicago. He was great.
Oh, was he?
Yeah, he gets this girl off that's accused of murder.
In the musical Chicago?
Jack and Lisa maintain their innocence. This being the early 90s, Jack's robbery is blamed on Lisa's greed and his inability to keep up with her lifestyle.
Oh man, that's classic. She made me rob this bank.
Yeah.
She made me rob this bank.
You try to
She's greedy.
afford her.
Yeah.
Try
She's
it.
not. You.
She got a champagne and caviar taste.
You almost predicted what's coming. Jack's lawyer says that he is, quote, a dutiful police officer who had always done his job. And then he meets this good-looking girl who wants to experience a lot of things. She wants more, and that means more money. And a military friend of Jack's posted on his blog, quote, Lisa had what you'd call sirloin tastes and a bologna budget.
The
That's-
opposite of the, what is that guy's name? Robin Leach.
Robin
Lifestyles
Leach.
of Rich and Famous.
Oh, that was good.
That was big in 91, so there's the reference.
Yeah. This week on the lifestyles of the rich and famous.
Yeah.
That was good.
Champagne taste and caviar
dreams.
Yeah.
So Lisa's brother writes to her judge that she is, quote, a blind damsel in distress led by a deceiving grim reaper. Jack was financially underwater at the time of the robbery. He was paying $250 in child support and couldn't get approved for a loan or a credit card.
That's probably why he went to his mom and was in debt to her.
Probably.
$250 a month and you're a cop? You can't afford
It's
that?
91.
He's also living rent-free. Like, he does apartment security, so he's not paying rent. So
He's on a cop salary? 200. Pay your kid, dude.
Yeah.
Pay for your kid.
So in 1996, country artist Charlie Robison releases Desperate Times, a crappy country ballad about Jack and Lisa. And here are some of the lyrics.
Is this
A little
like,
ditty about Jack and Lisa.
Is
what was going through my head.
this like this isn't parody or anything, right?
No,
Like
this was a serious
This
song.
is a serious song. Does he find them like some Bonnie and Clyde or something
Yeah.
like that? Oh God.
So he came in after hours in a black ski mask and a shirt.
It was love at
So
first sight.
poetic. She told him where the money was, and that's just where he went. The minute that he saw it, he already had it spent. Well, it wasn't easy, but these are desperate times.
Sure, it's great.
So Jack serves about 10 years in prison before being released.
Wow.
But in 2014, he goes back to federal prison. He's sentenced for 41 months after being caught with a fake State Department badge and a gun while chauffeuring Mexican dignitaries in 2011.
What? How do you get wrapped up in that?
I don't know. I don't know if he was just driving a private.
When we say dignitaries, are we implying
I don't know.
cartel dealers?
Yeah.
Everybody
Or, yeah.
said dignitaries. Nobody named who they were.
Yeah. With dignitaries.
Yeah, sure. And Kelly was not involved at all?
No, as far as anyone knows, Kelly was not involved. They tried to, I think in court, they tried to suggest that maybe she was involved and Lisa wasn't, but it just didn't, her fingerprints weren't all over the thing buried in the ground.
Yeah, Kelly didn't put any treasured memories in the money hole. Oh God! I mean that.
Yeah, Jack.
Way to go, Jack! Hey, that was a big score. If you
That
play,
was.
if you play that a little bit differently, and you're a cop, and you're not such a douchebag about it, he probably could have gotten away with that.
Yeah.
I don't know. How's he getting in there? He had to have the card. The card's linked to her.
I mean, you
They
don't
didn't think
you
this
don't
through.
park in the garage.
I know.
You don't park in the garage.
That's true, yeah.
Well, they think that was the way he got out without anybody seeing him leave, was
Yeah.
that he left the building, went in the garage, got in his car, and left.
Yeah, or I mean, you can't drive in there. You can walk through the garage. You can walk in
Right,
there and walk
right.
out, but
But
don't
don't-
swipe your girlfriend's card. That'll get you.
It'll get you.
That'll get you. Using your girlfriend's card and memories in your money holes that
Yeah.
you've stolen.
Well, and her excuse, I lost that card weeks ago. That's a great alibi for your card.
No one explained what the prom stuff was doing in there. That's
Right,
the
it's
There
so
was
dumbest
this
thing.
weird.
whole thing about, I think she might have been prom queen.
Was it just already in that bag and they just grabbed the bag and threw
That's
something in it?
possible.
Okay.
That's possible.
Maybe they
but he
didn't
didn't check.
intentionally put that in there.
Yeah, I mean, but still check the
Yeah.
then check the bag. If
Yeah.
you're hiding $176,000 in a hole in the ground, check that your
Yeah.
prom memories aren't in that
It
bag.
may be a random location in a park or something.
Yeah.
Like not on your parents'
And then say,
property.
I was just at my mom's house. I'm covered in
Yeah.
dirt, sweating.
Yeah, 'cause
I was just doing something for my
I owe
mom.
the old bro a bunch of money.
Just buried out in the woods somewhere.
Astros didn't cover the spread, and now I owe mom
Yeah,
10
Mom.
G's. I'm digging ditches.
To nowhere. Just got me out of here digging.
Digging ditches. Oh, man.
That was good.
Yeah. All right, Jack Healy?
Neely.
Jack Neely.
So they're all, so Jack and
they're both out.
There should be both out. And
Yeah.
I hope you guys are on the straight and narrow.
Are they any updates? Are they together?
It was very hard to find information about the story, and I'm pretty sure, I would think Lisa probably changed her name after she got out of prison. They were married when they got like eloped right before the bank robbery. And they were still married when they were both incarcerated, but Lisa wanted the marriage annulled. So there's no wrap up of whether that happened or not.
All right. We're going to play Get to Know Maria, where we get to know the real intimate size of Maria. Like, we really dig in deep with some of these.
We do.
Like her favorite pizza toppings. You don't want to miss it.
We do. It's hard-hitting journalism.
Yeah. So Jason's going to tell you again where to find us in case you are still having trouble.
Yeah. If you can't find us, just search.
Ask someone to help you.
Yeah. Please, at this point, we're 79 episodes in. Ask somebody. If you haven't been able to find us by now, just ask it. You just go to the search bar.
Ask
you
your
put in
granddaughter
Dumbline,
or your
anybody.
grandson.
You
Yes.
can at this point just put in Dumbline in any search bar, and we should come up. So
Yes.
just do that. And then, take a look at us on Instagram and TikTok and Facebook and all those great places. Thanks as always for listening. Tell your friends.
All right, it's time. Get to know Maria.
Get to know her.
Maria, if you could rename yourself, what would you rename yourself?
Rename myself.
I mean, Maria's a great name. Great songs, music,
Yeah, I don't-
good
I don't
Italian.
know.
Did
I
you
don't think
ever?
I-
You never thought about what your name would be?
I always dreamed when I was younger that my last name was like Smith. Well, I don't think I'd change my first name.
No? You're not happy?
I'm fine with Maria. Yeah.
All right. Cool. I would probably go with, I don't know what I'd go with.
I don't know what I would go with either.
Something cool.
Edge, blade,
Blade.
steel.
All right. Sweet. Well, my name's Edge. I'm with Blade and Maria. Take it easy.
See everybody.
Bye, dummies.